How must ALM systems transition their approach to prepayments to align with modern CECL frameworks? Okay. Share those results. The correct answer is B. ALM systems should transition away from static tables and ingest dynamically statistically driven prepayment assumptions. If you're not aligning your assumptions between these two different models, you're effectively living in just a different world. Things will never match, and you're going to have different conclusions. Again, the goal from this entire webinar is to understand how to get out of these different siloed departments, start sharing information, and getting everybody on the same page. All right, so next we're going to get into how to understand how to synchronize these different risk scenarios. We just kind of got through the problems. Now we're going to try to understand how do we fix these types of scenarios? How do we fix this story? We're going to go through things like how to run stress tests, how to look at what's driving your credit defaults. How do we make things logistically make sense and tell a story of how that's driving interest rates? If your departments are predicting different and opposite scenarios, whether it's the economy, whether it's loss assumptions, prepayment assumptions, your executive teams are not going to be able to make safe and logistical decisions when strategizing. All right, so one of the core problems we face is, again, this narrative consistency. ALM is going to typically evaluate structural risk via yield curve shifts. CECL is going to evaluate the credit health via macroeconomic variables like unemployment risk, and other economic variables. The risk of having this isolation is that these scenarios can be developed entirely independently, leading to disjointed enterprise reporting and understanding of where the institution sits. The objective is to align not only these macroeconomic variables, but these different assumptions. And simply put, if ALM is assuming a booming economy, CECL cannot simultaneously assume a severe recession, right? We need to keep things holistic and the same. Is understanding that you don't need identical numbers everywhere, but you do need to make sure that your overarching economic assumptions, again, all these different assumptions, they need to be similar.